early in the career, I had these two babies and I wanted to be with them. So I knew I needed a different kind of balance. And
Yeah.
that's when I went more education. I started teaching at the medical school, central nervous system, musculoskeletal system, endocrine, intro to the profession. I started doing a lot of teaching and then writing. How do you prevent a second stroke? And that's what led me into lifestyle medicine. I wrote that book about stroke recovery
Hmm.
and the guide to preventing a second stroke. And my colleague said, you're doing lifestyle medicine. I said, oh, this is in 2007. The book came out in 2006. I said, what is lifestyle medicine?
Come on.
How did I miss this? Like
Yeah.
this is. And he said, you just are lifestyle medicine. Like this is, you got to help build this thing. It was in 2018. And then during COVID that I worked closely with the surgeons. So before this, before COVID, we would do conferences at Harvard on lifestyle medicine, and some surgeons would come.
Mm,
This is 2012. One out of the 100 or 200 was engaging. And when they
mhm,
did engage, even a plastic surgeon, I remember very well, we co-authored a paper together, Dr. Kristen Kent. He went back to his practice and decided, well, I'm making people beautiful on the outside, but
yeah.
I want to make them beautiful on the
Yes, of course.
they use lifestyle medicine to do that. So he developed a team, and now we have a paper in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine about the importance of a multidisciplinary team
Yeah.
in lifestyle medicine.
Yes.
And so there were a few surgeons
Mm,
interested as time went on. And I think in general, what you'll find with lifestyle medicine is that physicians are also interested for themselves, and some are very open and say, I was burned out and I was going to stop practicing and I was very unhealthy. And then I found lifestyle medicine. I saw the six pillars: exercise, nutrition, sleep, stress resiliency, social connection, avoidance of risky substances. And I said, this is what I need for myself and my patients.
mm,
And in 2000, when I was finishing up my residency, that's when I graduated. I had done a research study, survey study on family physicians, primary care physicians, and we asked them, do you exercise? Do you
mm,
counsel on exercise? Do you strength train? Do you counsel on strength training? Do you do aerobic training? Do you counsel on it? And this was published in 2000. It's been replicated many times over the past 2 decades, and we come up with the same findings every time.
mm, mm,
What's interesting is, so a lot of people are on exercise and diet early on in this, right? Early in the 2000s. But then stress resiliency came in later. Herb Benson helped lead that here at Boston and at Harvard. And he had his Benson Henry Institute that helped share that when you practice meditation, when you practice yoga, you're changing your physiology. In fact, Sarah Lazard shows us you're changing your brain. She says, and her research shows, compares meditators to non-meditators, and that their prefrontal cortex is thicker in those that are
wow.
meditating. So this is what fascinates me. Research really over the past 2 decades is what has compelled physicians and patients alike to take this seriously. Exercise is medicine. The wonderful thing about lifestyle medicine, the science has been there. There's been interesting science since the 80s that I shared with you with Alan Rosansky, and it keeps growing, growing, growing.